Well, hello there. Today, we're taking control of Brain Games,
which is a local board game company, and we're gonna try to localize games. You said jump in.
That's what I did, yeah. You did.
Yeah. So we're gonna see all the behind the scenes and also really brilliant, accessible board games that should come out or are already out.
Yeah, and should we localize them for the local market?
So we're gonna have two tasks today. Number one, to play all of these games and then rank them
by suitability for the local market.
You will see behind the scenes how localization kind of happens, well, the selection of those games, and then also just how to look at these games that are super accessible and meant for families, friends.
Because those are the ones that sell the most.
And this is Mr. Rainis, who usually is responsible for these things.
Hello.
Now is the time when you say hello. Yes, he usually works at Brain Games and he's the guru behind localizing games, figuring out which games to actually put on the shelves. And you're gonna educate us, right?
Yes. Yeah. So each year usually after the fairs, we meet all of the partners and then we figure out which games we could localize for our market. Yeah.
And how big usually is the pool of games you select from?
Well, I meet about 50 partners and each of them has at least 5 new games, so around 250 games every half year.
Okay, so we're playing today 250 games.
10.
Okay, so this will be already a selection of games that you handpicked out.
Some, yes.
What are the important parts when you look at the games you're localizing?
Okay, should I write down?
Yeah, we're sitting down with Mr. Yanis and carefully listening to you, all right?
Yeah, so the criteria, obviously there's many things that we consider while considering a game. And one of the, these are 7 things. So one of the things would be price.
So Mr. Rainis lectured us about what games are we targeting and what are the main criteria. So here we go. So the first criteria Mr. Rainis told us about was the price. Let's say there are 2 games in a similar category, let's say 2-player games in similar weight. Well, one is way more expensive, which means Agent Avenue would take advantage in this theoretical battle. The second criteria is the amount of language in the game. The more text it has, the harder the localization becomes. For example, a huge story game probably is not gonna get localized. Too much work, too expensive. The third thing being, how does the game fit their already published games?
Before we started all of this, Rainis also briefed us on the current most sold games, so we have some guidelines. For example, Catch Sketch, we have a review on that. Flip 7, Cluster, Saboteur, Six Stakes, Flow, then classics like Carcassonne, Catan, Wingspan, and Wingspan's right there, and that's Wavelength. I knew the difference.
The game we pick should really well complement the games they already have. Next up, we have the market fit. Even though we would love to localize Kingdom Forlorn, it's not gonna happen because their target audience usually has played just maybe Catan, maybe Monopoly, some lighter games. So, maybe later?
How well it would fit our market. Every market has its own quirks. Like when you're more into warmer climate, people are more energetic and more they like more chaos in our games. When you go to more northern, then people are more calm and they're maybe not so interested in much chaos. But I mean, yeah, in Baltics we have various kind of people.
The fifth thing being it's fit in its own category. For example, let's take all the dexterity games. Is it the best one? Is it at least really special in that set category? And the sixth thing is your personal rating of the game. Just as any other creative industry, board games as well is all about just feels and do you like the game? And last but not least is the industry feedback. What are some handsome people on the internet telling you about the game? What are the comments telling about the game? What is the rating on BGG? All of this is very valuable information to figure out if the game is any good.
Something new comes up and everyone's buzzing about it. It's gonna be great, it's gonna be great. And we're like, okay, maybe it's gonna be great. We're gonna trust you, maybe.
Pretty good. I think we're ready.
Yeah, I think we're ready. And now we're going to get to the fun part. We're actually going to playtest all of these games to see if they fit that criteria.
Yeah, we have a lot of games to play. We're going to play each of them very thoroughly which is, in other words, we're gonna have fun. And then we're gonna rank them and of course explain to you everything you need to know about these games.
And we'll start with this game, which is from the future. It's coming out in 2027?
Yeah, but most importantly, this is not your grandma's bingo.
Is that a good thing?
Let's find out. So the fun began. Mr. Rainis taught us all the rules and we played multiple sessions until we felt comfortable enough to present it to you.
I got a square. Does that do anything?
No,
just checking.
you're just squared. So not your grandma's bingo is a bingo game, meaning you will have to get a row or a column of numbers. Diagonal also works. Why it's not your grandma's bingo? Janis is gonna explain that because he knows things about old people.
Unlike your grandma's bingo, you can actually make some choices here. And then we'll flip these open. And starting from me, in this case, I get to place this here.
I will place a 2 right here, which is not a good thing for me because I already had a 2. But if somebody played an arrow, this would switch around and actually the highest number would go towards this player. See the arrow? Or there is this third option which cancels all the turning around. So now when we have played the game, we have to rank it and figure out, yes, this is for localization, maybe if we're just thinking about it, or no, if, well, let's look elsewhere. 3, 2, 1, maybe?
Maybe. I mean, the theme is there, the mechanics are there, but is it not too complex for your average bingo player?
Is it? I don't know. I
asking.
thought that like the complexity and everything, all the criteria fit to everything that Rain said, but overall, wasn't that exciting. Next up, we have some Pirate Kings coming.
There's just one.
One Pirate King?
One Pirate King coming.
Single Pirate King. So you know the drill. We played it to figure out if this is game we should be chasing.
You have the most coins,
I
yeah.
have the most
Yeah,
coins.
so exactly.
Okay. So you want to be the Pirate King, and how you can do that is by collecting victory points. These crowns right here, the more you have them at the end of the game, the better. And on your turn, you flip around the cards, and whatever icons you get those. Those are good. Right?
For swords, you get points. For coins, you get better cards.
Exactly. But the problem is that some of those cards will have
Skulls!
this thing.
Skulls, you get 3, you bust. You have 0 swords and 0 coins. Or wait, it was -1.
Yeah.
It's actually
bad.
worse. You're not
Bad.
even last, you're below. What's below last price?
You. It's a push or luck game with quite simple rules, but a lot of icons. Because all of these cards
lot
will
of
have
icons, yeah.
icons that will either make you pull out more cards or...
So the first game will be a whoop. What does that do? Whoop. What does that do? Whoop. What does that do? But starting from the second game, I think you'll remember everything.
Yeah.
Do you remember everything?
No.
He'll not remember everything. I'll remember everything. Here, I am conflicted because as a gamer, I'm thinking one thing, but as a customer, I'm thinking another thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
But I'm gonna go with
3, 2, 1.
yes.
Maybe?
Well, I get the same thrill as Flip 7. Maybe even more because we play pretty much at the same time. In Flip 7, you have to wait.
You like flipping cards.
I love flipping cards.
I definitely would consider this, but not like straight on yes.
Okay. Also, I think there's one thing missing here. Can I have the marker? So I think you should have done this before you showed it, right? Is this correct now?
Next up, we're gonna play some Greedy Goose. We're gonna pick up some cards and hope not to bust again, right?
It's all about the busting, baby.
Yeah, so simple card game, let's see how it goes. I wanted to throw it, but it's not mine, so...
You still threw it?
I was very careful, it's fine. This time Emil's joined us and we got to some card playing shenanigans. So in this game, you want a lot of cards in your hand at the end of the game, because each of those cards is a victory point.
On your turn, you have to flip one card. Then you can stop, but you're a greedy goose, you're gonna flip more. And if you have two of the same, you have to pick those up.
Which usually is not a bad thing, because each of those cards are victory points, right? But if you are over the limit, for example, here I have 4 cards, which is over the limit, I have to discard those cards and lose points. So again, a push your luck game where you want a lot of cards, just not the same ones. And you can stop at any time, almost. 3, 2, 1.
Yes! No, for me it's yes! I feel that this game is perfect for like a mainstream audience. Yeah. It's full of simple rules, it's thrilling, tons of random and interaction. So, Greedy Goose, I think so far is the best pick, right?
So far. Next up, a silly game called Qork, where we're gonna pull some strings. So this is a silly reaction game where we're gonna roll 2 dice and then see what we rolled.
I knew it.
If the sum is 7 or there are any doubles rolled, then the person rolling has to catch these Qorks. Are they called Qorks? Qorks.
Meanwhile, everyone else at the same time has to escape. Do not get caught.
If you get caught, it's a point, you don't want points, or if you don't catch anybody, you also get point, which is not good. So it's yes for me.
It's a yes.
Wait, a little
again.
question mark? I think the biggest bonus for this is the TikTok game.
Definitely.
If you see the footage of this game being played, it looks super fun, and it actually is super fun and thrilling. So yes.
The only downside might be that the price for this would be around 26 euros, which is on the higher side.
Next up, we're gonna play Ruckus, which is that's what I said, which is a real-time game where we're gonna play out cards and see what happens. And then steal those cards, right? Ready? So the game begins with one player playing out 2 of the same cards, and from that point on,
Hello! I can steal those.
exactly. So you can play cards in front of yourself if you have the same ones, or steal from other players their piles and cards. And at the end of the round, you want tons of cards here on the table and none here.
And the very cool part is each time you play those cards, you have to say what it says. Honk, honk!
When somebody runs out of cards, you say stop, and then you count points. Minus points from cards in hands, plus points from cards on the table. But what did we think of this real-time game? What did we think, Giannis?
Well, I guess you'll find out soon enough.
You will. 3, 2, 1. No for me.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
A really big hit in this part of the world is a game called Ligretto, which is also this chaos of playing cards, and I feel this caters to that audience. But it doesn't look anything like it, so will those people find this game?
But plus I think Ligretto is better than this, which then means there's not much of a market. Well, you could sell it as an alternative, but personal rating, generally, I don't think so.
Then it's maybe.
Woof woof to the next game.
How do you woof woof to the next game?
Next one is extremes only. Woof woof. See, you could woof woof to the next game.
Wow, it's just no. In extremes only, one player is going to judge other players' answers. You're gonna draw a card and say, best country for food. Then everybody else writes their answers. And then I am going to, what's that country? Latvia, rank it as the best. You're gonna get points for those.
No ways. But also, if I would write something else, you might rank it.
This is the worst country possible. But that would still score you 3 points, because extremes only.
Yeah, exactly. That's about it. You want to get into those extremes, which means you get more points.
Comfy?
Yeah.
Should we localize this?
Well, let's talk about it, cause for me it's no.
No.
So I guess let's not talk about this.
Well, let's talk a little bit about it. So the concept I felt is great, but something just falls apart with some of the questions here. Okay. It just doesn't make sense ranking them sometimes, right?
Yeah, for me the biggest issue was the criteria of similar things in this catalog already, right? So we have similar games like this where you have a category and then have to name things, and then there's one player that ranks things.
You mean like just one?
Something like that, yeah, for sure. And this overcomplicates things and is not the best one at that category. Now we're gonna play cooperative party game for the whole family, canned, funny, cheap, by now.
Then it's canned funny.
Yeah, and funny. It should be funny. We're gonna talk about Piggy Yellow. Well, play and then talk about it. Cheap by now. So this was our first cooperative board game where we have these categories and then we'll give hints to other players.
For example, here I have spring, so I have to give a clue with the word spring in mind. So for example, dirt, and then play a color.
Yes, I won't see this color, so I then will have to try to guess what color that is. I'm guessing brown.
Ding, 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 ding.
Exactly.
We didn't make a mistake. No mistakes, we win the game.
The little problem is that we have 6 different categories right here, and if we mess in any of those, we'll lose the game.
But we don't know if we messed up until the end of the game.
So what did we think about our first cooperative game on the list?
We thought it's a yes.
It's a yes.
I was just guessing.
Definitely yes.
Yeah, it's very accessible. It's unique, I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And it also is very cheap on the shelf. Well, relatively. It's 16 euros, which I think
Around that.
Price,
yeah. Definitely. It does also things better than alternatives, like, or it's just not different enough. So it's super fun. Placing those cards and colors, works, and the big reveal when you turn the cards over and see, did you mess up? It's just fun. So next up we have Dorfromantik, which is the light version.
We have a review on the full version.
Yeah, we really enjoyed it, but this one should be smaller, yet have a bunch of content still.
I keep drawing all the wrong tiles. We got all the wrong tiles in all the wrong
Places.
Yes.
As we said previously, this is a lighter version of Dorfromantik, but generally, it's the same game.
If you haven't played Dorfromantik, all you do cooperatively is draw tiles and add them to the board, trying to complete objectives like get a field that is 4 tiles big or get a river that is 6 tiles big.
Whenever you flip a tile and add it to the board, you see if you have managed to fulfill the task. For example, if the river is 6 long, we would fulfill this task and draw a new one.
It's not 6 long, it's just 2.
It's just an example, it's fine, relax.
But it's, okay.
Relax, it's a relaxing game, trust me.
Yeah, but it's not.
When we run out of tiles and Jan stops reading his phone, we check how many of the tasks have we fulfilled. That's our score, that's about it. And then
we get to unlock new stuff and see our highest score so far. And when we reach the max, we get more stuff.
Stuff. So what did we think of the smaller version of Dorfromantik?
Maybe?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, cause, well, this is gonna be cheaper version of this.
And smaller.
Yes, there is less content in it, yet plenty of it. And I think it just works. We already love the original. This one works for a smaller market as well. So next up we have Whirly Derby.
It is a toy? It is a board game? What is it?
It's both of those things because we will be taking these marbles and throwing them to race each other.
What can I say? It's marvelous. In Whirly Derby, you are trying to be the first.
Exactly, and you can do that by outbidding opponents. We throw these balls that we just bid inside this tray, and then come closer.
You want to be first. Go, yellow, 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 yellow. Come on, go, go, go. Come on. Come on.
Red is obviously faster.
No,
Everyone knows that red is just general.
You! Come on, third.
Cheating.
Where did the blue come up from?
Don't know. Anyways, in this case, blue won. So whoever won can pick a card first, whoever is second, pick second, and so on. And what you want to do is you want to make collections of cards.
For example, you might want the most cactuses or collect 3 sets of these because the first one gives 0 points, second one gives 0 points, but the third one gives 50 points. Go on to the races! Go, 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 go!
3, 2, 1, maybe?
Yes! Yes, it has the toy factor, it looks cool, I think you can easily sell it to families with kids. It's just an eye candy.
That's definitely true. It is that, again, TikTok worthy board game. It looks good, so it's gonna probably get a lot of attention.
To wind down, let's take a walk in the forest. Each turn, you will move your piece and just collect some cards and enjoy a scenic route through the forest. On your turn, you will walk through the forest, and where you stop, you can take that card and add it to your tableau. Some of the cards give points outright, but for the sum of cards, you want to collect, for example, mushrooms. I have 4 porcinis here, which gives me 13 points. This little game would cost 19 euros on shelf. It looks good, feels good, but how do we feel?
We feel that yes, this definitely should work in a brain game store because it's very accessible, easy, light, and it's relaxing. Playing these cards, it feels thematic even, I would say.
Yeah, like strolling through the forest, taking your time, collecting stuff, seeing stuff is just great. And people love animal-themed and nature-themed games.
Yeah, Strains actually kind of gave us a hint that a lot of nature-themed games just work at brain games. So I feel like this is an absolute yes. And last game on the list is gonna be Biddle, where we will bid how well can we roll dice. First thing that happens, we flip over the task that needs to be rolled to get points. In this case, you need 3 threes and 3 of the same number. If this happens, then it's a successful task. But before anybody can roll the dice, you start bidding on if the task will be fulfilled or not, and on how many tries. Then whoever stayed on the board and said, yes, this task will be done, gets to roll dice as many times as they voted on and try to do the task. If the task is successful, each player who voted yes gets tons of points. If not, then the player who bailed gets the points.
But not a ton.
Less points. All right, 3, 2, 1, yes!
Yes. No, for me it's a yes. It feeds my inner gambler, and just this game narrows down what is fun about rolling dice. Getting certain results and just going, yeah, or plus the bidding, there's quite a bit of interaction. Felt involved.
Mechanically, it definitely fits the recipe. I think this should be a surefire hit, except the looks. I don't think this will sell in the shelves, as well as for the first few rounds, I was like, what is this game? And afterwards, once you get it, it's actually really fun and should be a good game in brain game shelves. But, you know, owning and working in board game company is not that easy. We can just localize one game.
Yeah, we have these budgets and time limitations and things, so we have to pick just one thing.
So, one by one, we're gonna eliminate a game and then figure out which one is not the one. Which board games lights are gonna go out?
Also talking about budgets, we just ran out of half of our light budget, so. But we do have the other half still, so.
And going off on the thing which gave me the most like emotions, I think the least emotions was this game.
That's interesting, yeah. This game is great. I mean, we like all of them, but it didn't do nothing like extraordinary, right?
Even though it looks gorgeous, it's satisfying playing that game, it's great. I loved it. Just these were full of like thrills.
Well, this eliminated itself, and I'm gonna agree with it.
Yeah?
I mean, I liked it a lot, but it isn't as easy to get into as all of these other ones. I think, because it has a little bit of explanation, tons of cards, and I still like it a lot, and I think it's a good price point. But
I would have probably left that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What? So, let's narrow it down. The only co-op game we played today.
Yes.
The best TikTok visually game.
Yeah, for sure.
And this feeds your inner gambler. That's the downside of that. You don't want to be responsible for people's wallets.
No, also, really awesome game, but I think just the visuals and all the bonuses, it's not gonna sell so well. Even though it's a pretty good game. I think this just should market themselves with quick like TikTok videos and stuff, and it's gonna sell like cookies.
Yeah, let's eliminate this one. Because there's this game Cluster about magnets.
Yeah.
We've talked about it. And it sells crazy because of the TikTok thing and simple rules.
Yeah.
Because here I can explain the rules in less than a minute. And I think that's great.
And to be honest, just talking about emotions, this got a lot out of us. Just how stupid we are as we like react each time all other players just jerk a little. So it's just fun.
So this is, if we had the money and we would run the company for a bit longer, shouldn't definitely, we would publish this and put our money into this.
Yeah, even though any of these might actually fit you better, but all of them work with families, light games that are really good, really good.
Also, do you want to see what we think more about these games? Some of these might be featured in our Games of the Month video.
Maybe. To see that, be sure to subscribe, and thank you, Mr. Reinis, for showing these games. We're gonna do a close-up with him, so don't you worry, you're gonna see his beautiful face, but it's bye-bye for us.
Goodbye.
Bye. Now it's time for the close-up. Oh, the games. He starts to film the games, not the things.
Oh, so, it's...